A lot of people are saying, hey, this is fine. We can go after Comey. We can do what we need to do here. But let's not forget about the Epstein files. Now, when President Trump was addressed about it yesterday, he kind of dismissed it and said, why are we still talking about this guy?
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this, where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration.
Of course, that opened a whole nother can of worms with people feeling that there was more controversy to this than there is. I don't know where we're at with that, because I do have some trust in a Pam Bondi. I do have trust in Kash Patel and Dan Bongino and this group. I actually really like this group. Do I think it's always going to be as clear and as transparent as we'd like? No, but I think that's probably what you find out when you work in the federal government. But this one seems to keep coming back up. Well, I know you, like I said, got pretty involved in following this case, and now it kind of got to a breaking point yesterday, or the last couple days, where the administration is saying, hey, a lot of that information you want just simply doesn't exist.
Well, and I think, one, you have to think about, they're looking at the evidence that previous FBIs and previous U.S. attorneys had compiled for a trial against Jeffrey Epstein. So, one, if they're saying the evidence that the people want, that there's a broader conspiracy of blackmail and things of those natures, if the previous regime was not investigating that, there is a good chance that does not exist. So you cannot create evidence out of thin air. It's not like they have been doing their own investigation on someone who is no longer alive. That would maybe there are departments and you wouldn't talk about an ongoing investigation. But I think saying that Pam Bondi, who did a bad PR move early by going on TV and doing that she is compromised, that Kash Patel is compromised, that Dan Bongino is compromised. I think people need to listen to themselves sometimes and think they are some of the best parts of this cabinet, of this team, of this leadership, and that the things that you may want may not exist because of who did the investigation. Yeah. But also when she says, I can't release more, the nature of the crime itself, the evidence of him perpetrating those crimes.
Yeah, himself.
You cannot release to the public because of victims, because of laws that govern material about minors. Like, that is what you also have to realize, that there are tens of thousands of things they cannot show you and should never show you.
Yeah, I mean, there was the reference of, like, it's on my desk, and I think that was the concern. But I actually understood, I feel like, and again, I'm not just here as a Pam Bondi apologist, but her saying, it's on my desk right now, she meant the files, not necessarily the list. Not necessarily there even was a list, just that she had it as something that she was looking into that was on her desk. I understood what she meant when she said it. So now to say, yeah, the list doesn't exist, I understand how that can feel like you're speaking out of two sides of your mouth here at the same time. But I think I kind of understood it, and I understand where we are right now. I also never fully anticipated there to be this list that people wanted to in their minds. It's like when they got all the JFK files, they expected there to be like a one-paragraph summary that just said, here's who did it.
Right.
And it's not who you think it is. And it's like, that's not how this all works. You got to get in your mind. Look, I think that's one of the reasons I told you that I think Elon had his issues, and the reason he started his own political party is because you get inside of Washington and you realize it's simply not how it all works. We are so excited to announce the ACLJ's brand new app, completely redesigned to provide you with the best tools available to partner with us at the ACLJ. You can watch the daily Seculo program, sign the petitions, customize your ACLJ membership experience, donate with the click of a button, and receive up-to-the-minute critical updates that the mainstream media can't censor. Just scan the QR code on your screen or go to your phone's app store, search ACLJ, and click install. It's that simple.